They think they're winning. They think they're safe. They think they understand the game. But here's the truth that will shatter everything. The game ended 10 moves ago, and you're the only one who knew it. Pop the cork. Let the fizz rise. Toast to the chaos, my friend. Because while the world celebrates illusions, you're about to watch reality collapse exactly as you designed it. This is not entertainment. This is not some casual story. This is the moment when everything they believed, everything they trusted, everything they built their confidence upon, detonates right before their eyes. And you'll be sitting there, calm, composed, with that knowing smile, because you saw this coming from 1,000 miles away. Let's raise that glass high. Pour it with intention. Let each bubble dance, because here is the twist they never anticipated. The illusion was never meant for you. The illusion was designed for them. And the revelation, people, it's descending now with perfect precision, about to rewrite everything they thought they knew about power, timing, and who really controls the board. Can you feel it? That electricity coursing through your veins right now? That's not anxiety. That's not fear. People. That's pure awareness awakening, sharpening you into something they can't comprehend, can't predict, can't stop. You are about to witness the most beautiful collapse in human psychology. The moment when arrogance meets inevitability, when ignorance confronts truth, when their carefully constructed reality shatters like glass. And through it all, you'll remain untouched, unbothered, watching it unfold like a master watching their masterpiece finally reveal itself to the world out. And speak. Rest, observe the scene unfolding before you. The masses are occupied with pretense, occupied with hollow grins, occupied believing their illusions of triumph. They consume their average existence, their predictable patterns, their meaningless achievements, people. And while they celebrate mirages, you have already positioned the catalyst for transformation. You've planted seeds they can't see, set mechanisms they can't understand, orchestrated sequences they won't recognize until it's far too late to stop. Can you sense it? That electricity running through your awareness. That's perception awakening within you. That's understanding refining you into something sharp and dangerous. That's the exquisite thrill of witnessing everyone finally confront reality, people. But the timing will ensure it's too late for adaptation. They will label you fortunate, people. They will label you dangerous. They will label you merciless. But none of those words carry weight because you possess knowledge they cannot access. You are the tempest wearing the disguise of celebration. Che. Here is the harsh reality most will refuse to acknowledge. Existence plays no favorites. But existence holds no sympathy. Existence distributes no rewards for courtesy, for patience, for adherence to imaginary boundaries. Reality favors the bold. Reality favors those who craft the framework while everyone else follows instructions without question. The world doesn't reward the obedient, the polite, the patient, the ones who wait their turn and color inside the lines. The world rewards the architects, the visionaries, the ones who rewrite reality while everyone else is still reading the old rule book. And my friend, That describes your position perfectly. Positioned there with composure, celebrating victory before it's officially declared. People observing the room descend into madness, while everyone else remains confused about what just transpired. You're not lucky. You're not chosen. You're simply aware in a world of the blind, awake in a reality of the sleeping, moving in dimensions they don't even know exist. S. The revelation approaches. It's inevitable now. The moment when all the murmurs, the condemnations, the trivial judgments, the envious stares, they detonate spectacularly. And you're simply there with that knowing expression. You're laughing softly because the revelation was never a surprise to you. Most humans dread being seen. Most humans panic when attention finds them. Most humans fear their authentic reflection, not you. You confront the mirror and embrace the turbulence within because you understand that turbulence is an instrument. That turbulence is dominance. That turbulence is precisely what will force reality to synchronize with your frequency. Civilized people, and while they're desperately seeking safety, while they're hoping for fortune, while they're pleading for direction, you execute without hesitation. You advance quietly, methodically, with lethal precision. You're the concealed hunter in the grand performance, the stillness before detonation, the center of the cyclone, sipping celebration while destruction circles around you. And see, there, allow me to clarify something with absolute certainty. The revelation is not that they will experience defeat. The revelation is not that shock awaits them. The revelation is that defeat was already their reality. They simply remained oblivious to it. And here's the magnificent part. You applied no force. You employed no deception. You never even had to engage in conflict. They constructed their own pathway to destruction. Every decision, people, every error, every pride, fueled miscalculation, laid the foundation for your revelation. They walked themselves into the trap, blindfolded themselves, and handed you the keys to their downfall. Diage. Release that cork. Taste it. Smile with satisfaction. The precision of this moment is flawless. The timing is absolute perfection. And the revelation, it's descending with the certainty of universal law. These civilized people, they will claim fortune favored you. They will whisper theories about unfair circumstances. These civilized people, they will cast their inadequacies onto you like projections on a surface. But your awareness cuts through those illusions. Your perception sees clearly. You are the designer of your controlled chaos. You are the one who perfected patience while everyone else demanded instant results. You are the one who recognized that fear becomes fuel, doubt becomes utility, hesitation becomes vulnerability, and timing is the ultimate power. And now your moment has materialized. Here is the cruel, intoxicating reality. When the revelation strikes, it will not be gentle. It will not be subtle. It will not be considerate. It will strike like lightning split in the sky. The foundation will shake. Their delusions will fragment. These civilized people, their identities, their arrogance, their meticulously constructed realities, all disintegrating. And throughout this spectacular collapse, you will remain positioned, composed, sipping celebration, observing the chaos manifest like an artist watching their masterpiece reach completion. They will never comprehend it. They will never predict it. They will never detect it approaching because you exist perpetually ahead of their awareness. Most humans invest their existence attempting integration. Most humans pursue validation, recognition, and fleeting distractions. Most humans beg for attention while reality progresses without acknowledging them, but not you. You don't pursue, you position strategically. You don't follow, you guide from concealment. You don't react. You orchestrate inevitability itself. You are the silent force that moves mountains while everyone else is arguing about which pebble to pick up first. Sarah, and that, my friend, that terrifies anyone unprepared for truth. So raise that glass. People smile at the absurdity of their blindness. Laugh quietly at the perfection of your timing. Embrace the exquisite, dark satisfaction of knowing the revelation is already constructed, and reality is about to experience the shock they failed to anticipate. Because here is the final deliciously bitter truth. You did not arrive through fortune. You did not stumble here accidentally. You did not advance by being agreeable. You arrived because you designed it. You executed it. You maintained composure while reality screamed around you. Thunder rolls. Listen carefully, because this is where most collapse and you flourish. People, while they struggle to comprehend their circumstances, you are already positioned 10 moves ahead, sipping slowly, tasting the inevitability of what's unfolding. You feel it in your core. People, the excitement of anticipation, the exquisite tension of knowing that every miscalculation, every fabrication, every misplaced arrogance surrounding you is already factored into your design. They fumble blindly while your mind cuts through confusion like a blade through mist. Composed, methodical people, exact, that defines your essence. That is your advantage. Reality is frantic, turbulent, deafening, and desperate. Humans are shouting, panicking, competing, hoping someone acknowledges them before time expires. And you observe, you study. Every movement, every glance, every pulse in the room is information, raw, unfiltered, deliciously exploitable. You don't react impulsively. You don't engage unnecessarily. You wait with precision. People, you calculate with accuracy. You allow the sequence to unfold exactly as you predicted. They will convince themselves it's fortune. They will whisper about timing, about circumstances, about coincidences. They will fail to recognize the meticulous precision guiding every action you've taken. And that's perfect, because the revelation is more powerful when it lands silently, unannounced, undeniable. They will feel it deeply, but comprehension will escape them. They will be shocked, people, confused and humiliated. And within that chaos, you remain the composed, untouchable center of the storm. You have learned what most never grasp. Patience is weaponized. Silence is protection. And timing is the most lethal form of dominance. While reality chases visibility, validation, applause, and recognition, you operate in shadows. You do not require their approval. You do not seek their attention. You only require the alignment of your actions with inevitability. Every step, every choice, every microsecond of your focus is a seed planted deliberately. And when the harvest arrives, it will obliterate their expectations completely. They cannot compete with foresight. They cannot outmaneuver clarity. They cannot survive the precision that comes from knowing, predicting, and waiting with perfect patience. That is why you are ahead. That is why you sit calmly sipping celebration, smiling faintly at the absurdity of their ignorance, while they frantically search for rules that you already rewrote. People, they will panic, they will overreact, they will fracture completely while you maintain composure, control, and dominance without expending effort. And the beauty of it, the sheer elegance of watching chaos unfold according to your design, their frantic movements, their desperate attempts to prove something, their futile scrambling, it all serves the one who is truly aware. You are not cruel. You are not reckless. You are not aggressive without purpose. You are a conductor of inevitability, a master of timing. A shadow that whispers through the cracks of their reality. You execute with the precision of a surgeon, the patience of a chess master, and the silent power of someone who already knows the outcome. Can you feel the tension building? Excellent. That is the sensation of superiority. That is the awareness of being untouchable, unstoppable, untamed. It is intoxicating, terrifying, and utterly liberating. Express the people who doubted you, mocked you, ignored you. People, they will soon realize that the game has concluded and they were never participants. They were spectators in a performance. They failed to recognize a narrative. They could not perceive a reality. They refused to understand what was unfolding before their very eyes. And you will simply lean back, smile, and raise your glass because you have always known how this concludes. Your composure is a weapon. Your foresight is a weapon. Your patience is a weapon sharper than any blade they could imagine. Sirs. They will panic, they will rage, they will scramble frantically. People. They will attempt to rewrite their mistakes, to undo their errors, to reclaim some semblance of control. But it will be too late. Every sequence falls, every consequence hits. Every expectation is shattered completely, and you remain seated, composed, untouchable, unmoved by the chaos swirling around you. You are ahead, perpetually ahead, and that is why the revelation will land harder than anything they imagined possible. Remember this truth: being ahead is not about being loud, visible, or popular. It is about precision, awareness, and execution. It is about seeing the patterns others cannot, understanding the consequences they ignore, and acting when the moment is perfect. You are not reckless. You are deliberate. You are not chaotic. You are inevitable itself. And reality is about to recognize it in full, devastating force. Sip your celebration. Smile quietly. The cork has been released, because while they scramble, panic, and falter, you will remain the calm, composed architect of their collapse. The illusion is designed for everyone. The revelation is constructed. The chaos is timed perfectly. And you are already advancing to the next inevitability, leaving reality behind, bewildered, and scrambling to catch up to where you've already positioned yourself. Dr. Serres. Now we descend deeper into the mechanics of mastery. Reality around you burns with confusion, panic, and desperation. But you remain calm, still seated, still smiling faintly at the absurdity of everything unfolding. You understand something most will never grasp. Chaos is not opposition. It is a tool for the aware. Every scream, every frantic movement, every failed attempt to control the narrative is symphony to your mind. You are orchestrating without visible effort. You are moving through existence like a shadow gliding through light, unseen yet unavoidable in impact. Chess. As they scramble for attention, they beg for recognition. They seek validation like starving creatures clawing at fragments. And you sip celebration. Realized people. You observe weight. You know the sequence will fall exactly where you predicted. Their arrogance, their ignorance, their impatience, it all serves your design. While they panic, you plan. While they fight, you execute. While they stumble, you glide effortlessly. This is the quiet superiority that terrifies without violence. Every whisper, every rumor, every hidden doubt that others feel, you exploit it not with cruelty, but with inevitability as your instrument docks ray. You do not rush. You do not react. You do not explain. The civilized people, you simply position, calculate, and watch reality collapse beautifully into your predetermined design. They will say it is fortune. They will whisper about timing. They will speculate endlessly about how you always seem to be positioned ahead. But you know the truth. Well, it is not fortune. It is mastery. It is clarity. It is precision and patience married to calculated ruthlessness. They do not see it approaching because they cannot see it. They are blind to the structure beneath the chaos. They are deaf to the rhythm of inevitability. They are unconscious in a storm you already command. And when the revelation lands with force, it will not just shock them, people. It will rewrite their understanding of everything they believed about themselves and reality. Their confidence will fracture. Their pride will shatter. Their sense of control will evaporate instantly. And you will remain untouched, seated calmly, sipping your victory quietly, observing every reaction like a master painter admiring a perfect composition. Can you feel the tension building? That tight coil inside your chest? That is power waiting for release. That is anticipation seasoned with inevitability itself. You know when to move. You know when to wait. People, you know the exact moment to strike, to reveal, to release the revelation that makes every insult. Every doubt, every skepticism around you appear pathetic and irrelevant. The beauty is in the timing, but the precision is in the execution, and the power is in the composure that never wavers. Most humans live in reaction. They are driven by emotion, by impulse, by fear of the unknown. You are driven by awareness, by design, by calculated foresight that extends beyond their perception. You do not chase. You do not scramble. You do not panic. You position. You orchestrate. You wait with precision. And when the chaos erupts, when the revelation detonates, when reality finally realizes the game concluded before they even noticed it beginning, you are already moving forward composed, untouched, untamed, untouchable in your mastery. This is the truth that terrifies others deeply. Your power does not lie in action alone. It lies in restraint and foresight, in the ability to see 10 moves ahead while reality scrambles in 2 dimensions. While they rush to react, you are already planning the next inevitability. While they panic, you are already executing silently. While they stumble, you glide, and in that silence, in that patience, in that absolute control, you are unkillable, unstoppable, inevitable itself. They cannot compete with this level of awareness. They cannot comprehend this dimension of mastery. And that is precisely why the revelation will land harder than anything they imagined, leaving them broken, bewildered, and scrambling while you remain calm, seated, and smiling faintly at the perfection you've engineered. Raise the glass. Sip slowly with intention. The illusion is designed for everyone. The revelation is constructed and ready. And you are already 10 steps ahead, moving to the next inevitability, leaving reality chasing shadows while you glide through existence, untouched, untouched. The moment deepens now with crushing finality. Reality thrashes blindly, desperate to make sense of what is happening. But you remain still, seated, calm. A smile flickering faintly at the corner of your lips. Every panic, every miscalculation, every futile scramble around you is already woven into the pattern you control absolutely. They are reacting. You are orchestrating. They're frantic. You are deliberate. They are blind. You are seeing the next 10 moves before the first has materialized in their consciousness. Esser, the beauty of it is in the patience you have cultivated over time. Most mistake speed for power, noise for influence, chaos for advantage. Not you. You have learned the truth that eludes billions. Power lives in silence, in foresight, in the calculated restraint of someone who knows the outcome before it manifests. While they shout, scramble, and argue over trivialities, you observe everything. Every movement, every glance, every misstep is data, raw and valuable, exploitable, and you do nothing overtly. Yet, everything unfolds exactly as you envisioned it would. They will say it is fortune. They will whisper about coincidences. They will cling to narratives that excuse their failure because the truth is unbearable to their pride. They are outmaneuvered, outthought, and outclassed completely. And you sip your celebration quietly, people, savoring the inevitability of the revelation that they cannot even imagine approaching. Their confusion, their fear, their disbelief feeds your awareness. It sharpens you. It reminds you that foresight is weaponized, and patience is a blade honed to absolute perfection. Pukesh. Buzz. Can you feel it now? That quiet tension rising like electricity in your core. That is clarity preparing for action. That is the calm before the storm. The stillness before reality recognizes it has been played masterfully. While they chase illusions of control, you are the axis around which the chaos spins predictably. People, you are the calm force that bends reality without visible effort. You do not fight. You do not react. You do not explain yourself. You simply exist ahead of time, a step beyond everyone else, watching inevitability take shape like perfect clockwork. As every reaction, every attempt to regain footing, every frantic burst of noise, it is a symphony for the one who is aware. You move through existence not by accident, not by emotion, not by fortune, but by meticulous design. Every pause is deliberate. Every smile is calculated. Every observation is a prelude to the next move in your sequence. And when the revelation lands, it will hit with the precision of inevitability itself, unstoppable and absolute. Sex. They will not see it approaching through the fog of their arrogance. They will not understand it through the lens of their limited perception. They will panic completely, their foundations crumbling beneath them, and you will remain seated, untouched, untouchable, enjoying the elegance of the collapse you orchestrated with invisible hands. Most humans live their lives chasing visibility, applause, recognition from others. They are driven by ego, fear, and impulse without strategy. You are driven by strategy, awareness, and relentless foresight. Tao S. You do not scramble for validation. You do not compete for applause. You do not seek recognition from the masses. You position, you plan, you wait with precision. And when the chaos arrives, you are already in motion, already prepared, already untouchable in your execution. They cannot predict you because you are not moving in their framework. They cannot anticipate you because your awareness exists outside their timeline completely. People. They cannot touch you because you are patient, composed, and precise in everything you do. Diocers. Every sequence falls exactly as you predicted. Every expectation shatters exactly as designed. And the revelation lands like thunder across the sky. A revelation so complete, so absolute that reality trembles while you remain calm, smiling faintly, sipping celebration, observing the destruction you knew would arrive all along. The most intoxicating part is their panic, their disbelief, their scrambling attempts to understand what just happened. It validates your method completely. It proves that your foresight is more than instinct. It proves that your patience is weaponized. It proves that your timing is deadly and precise beyond their comprehension. Success. B. They will try to explain it away, rationalize it, call it fortune or accident. But you know the truth deeply, carved into your very essence. You are the architect of inevitability. You are the storm that was always approaching. You are the revelation that lands when they least expect it. But exactly when it must materialize according to the laws you've written. Sip your celebration. Raise your glass, smile faintly at the perfection unfolding before you. Reality is about to experience the culmination of your vision. The revelation is here now, descending with finality. It will land not gently, not subtly, not politely. It will hit with the precision of inevitability, shattering every illusion, every ego, every carefully constructed fabrication they've built their lives upon. They will panic. They will scramble desperately, grasping at fragments of their former reality. They will fracture under the weight of their own ignorance while you remain calm, composed, untouchable people. A silent observer to the chaos you have orchestrated masterfully from the very beginning. As every misstep, every false move, people. Every desperate attempt to reclaim control falls exactly where you predicted it would. Your foresight, your patience, your quiet mastery is the engine of their unraveling. They will whisper theories in dark corners. They will speculate endlessly, searching for answers that will never satisfy. People, they will try to rationalize the impossibility of your awareness. They will say it was fortune, a coincidence, an accident of timing. But you know better than anyone breathing. You have never relied on fortune. You have never stumbled blindly through the darkness. Every pause, every glance, every subtle motion has been deliberate, calculated, intentional in its execution. You are not reckless. You are inevitable. You are the calm force that bends the storm without visible effort. People, the shadow that moves ahead while reality flails helplessly in your wake. The beauty of this moment is in the awareness that you are untouched by the chaos consuming everything around you. While reality screams, fights, panics in every direction, you sip celebration with perfect calm. You smile quietly at the spectacle. You watch with detached fascination, like a god observing mortals discovering fire for the first time. You know the timing, the trajectory, the exact instant when the revelation lands, and everything they thought they understood collapses spectacularly around them like a house of cards in a hurricane. This is not cruelty for its own sake. This is clarity. This is power manifested in its purest form possible. They cannot understand it, because understanding would require them to see dimensions they don't know exist. And that is precisely why it works with such devastating effectiveness. Most humans chase visibility, people, a validation from external sources. They react to noise, succumb to impulse, panic at unpredictability. You do not. You wait with the patience of stone. You observe with the clarity of still water. You act only when it is inevitable, when resistance is futile, people. When the moment is perfect. When every sequence has been aligned to your design exactly. Every domino positioned with surgical precision, you have mastered patience, control, foresight, and restraint. That mastery places you above the chaos, beyond the panic, untouchable, unstoppable in your execution, and now the payoff materializes before your eyes in glorious detail. Reality, the fools, the doubters, the skeptics who mocked your silence, they will feel it strike like a physical blow. Shock, disbelief, humiliation washing over them in waves. Their arrogance, their ignorance, their impatience, all collapsing simultaneously as the revelation lands with devastating inevitability. And you remain seated, calm, composed, sipping celebration, observing the perfection of your design manifest in real time. Every outcome, every reaction, the civilized people. Every broken expectation has already been accounted for in your calculations, predicted with accuracy that would seem impossible to those who don't understand true mastery. Reality is slower than you. They are behind you. They will never catch up to your position, because by the time they understand where you were, you've already moved 3 steps ahead. They are trapped in the chaos you foresaw months ago, ensnared by the consequences of their own mistakes, blind to the inevitability that you have orchestrated from the very beginning, from the first seed you planted in their blind spot. And in that quiet, devastating triumph, you smile with deep satisfaction. The illusion is designed for everyone. The revelation has landed with perfect precision. The chaos is complete, beautiful in its totality, and you are already moving forward relentlessly, unstoppable in your momentum. Already 10 steps ahead, untamed, unstoppable, untouchable, and entirely in control of what comes next in the sequence you're composing. Akash. Of thee sip the celebration deeply. Enjoy it with every fiber of your being. Revel in it completely, without reservation. The room burns with confusion, panic, and shattered illusions, while you sit quietly observing the masterpiece you painted. Master of timing, master of chaos, master of inevitability itself. Reality never saw it approaching through the fog of their assumptions, and frankly, people. It never will see what comes next either, because you're already composing the next movement in this symphony of controlled chaos. And they're still trying to understand the opening notes. Duff.